there at the high-rise towers of Miami. It's the Nationals and Marlins. Next. From the newest ballpark on the Major League landscape, there's a look inside Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight we wrap up this three-game series between the Washington Nationals and the Miami Marlins. Welcome in, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this early season matchup alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And EK, let's run through what's happened so far as we wrap up this three-game set.
Well, you see each team with a victory so far. Last night's game didn't feature a whole lot of offense. I have a feeling we're going to see a few more runs cross the plate in this one.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's give you a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Washington Nationals, as their starting nine tonight will look like this. They'll have their work cut out for them as they face the Rookie of the Year in 2013 for the National League, Cuban-born right-hander Jose Fernandez. Denard Span will move towards the batter's box as we're just about set to get underway tonight.
Washington, center fielder, Denard Span.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
First pitch, 7-10.
And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. And not a bad night for baseball, and even 70 degrees here at game time. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Fouled back. Now a fastball that's popped up out towards short right field. Solano retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for out number 1. So Span retired to start things out, and with that, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Jamie Carroll will dig in now, and he's got to be wondering when his bat's going to make the trip north from spring training, as he has really struggled in the early going. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And he lays off a pitch down and away, ball 2.
And the one thing this guy will do, he won't give away at-bats. He may not be the most talented guy on the field, but he'll grind you up there.
1 out, nobody on. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Well, nothing wrong with a pop out and a strikeout when you're out on the mound. And he's saying, I'll take this all game long.
Ryan Zimmerman will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. And this is fouled back and out of play. Good eye there by young Zimmerman as he moves ahead in the count 2-1. Fouled straight back. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. That's slicing, just foul. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. And this is swung on and sent on the ground to first. On to first with it is Jones as he steps on the bag to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. A look there at the starting lineup for the host Marlins. Tanner Roark will have the challenge of stopping these guys. This is a guy that's got a workhorse mentality out there, not afraid to throw a lot of pitches, but if he gets careless with his location, he can be hittable. Quickly a look now at the defensive alignment they'll face in this one. Christian Yelich will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
For the Marlins, the left fielder, number 21, Christian Yelich.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Yeah, and that's a good job here to get off the mound quickly, pounce on it, and then make a good strong throw.
Donovan Solano will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Here's the first offering. A bit high there, a ball and no strikes. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Ball 3 here as that pitch runs way up and in and backs him out of the box here.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And on 3-2, he delivers a line drive out to left center. That's going to split the defenders out there for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
We'll get a good look at this from up in our press box camp. You can see the two outfielders give chase, but this is almost perfectly between them as it finds a gap for a double.
Giancarlo Stanton will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. And, oh, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1.
And EK, I don't know about you, but I really hated getting a bad call on that very first pitch.
Hey, jeez, it puts you just in a terrible frame of mind.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Oh, now there's a location you want right there. If that ball gets hit, you're just going to bang it into the ground all night long.
Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. And a fastball. Blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Garrett Jones will stand in now. Still struggling to get anything going offensively. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Short lead from second, now the pitch. And it runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And this is low, but it's roped in quickly, and that runner will hold at second base. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. Hairston is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Marlins leave 1. We've played an inning. No score. Scott Hairston leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Washington, left fielder, Scott Hairston.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Too high. 1-2.
A good high fastball. maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Out of play. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. And this will be fouled away. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
And you know, this is what the good ones do. They can wait you out up there. They sort of foul pitches off. They take pitches. They make the pitcher come to you.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
And you know what, guys? This is a big league battle going on right now. Neither guy wanting to back down. No sign of weakness on either side.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Oh, that's just a blazer right there. He says, enough with trying to get you to chase. This is mano a mano, and he throws it right past him.
Wilson Ramos will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. First pitch coming. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start an at-bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1.
And like most right-handed power guys, he's a good high ball hitter, so that's where you're going to want to keep that fastball going forward.
Fernandez readying the 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
The fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sounds sharp, too.
Here's one hit towards Furcal at short. Throw on to the first baseman. Jones is in time. 2 away now.
Batting sixth, first baseman,
Adam LaRoche will stand in. And you see the slow start by the numbers as he's struggling to crack 200 on this new season. First pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. No score here as we play inning number 2. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Brian Bogusevic will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Ball one.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
1-0 pitch now. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. right on the corner, 2-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up, right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And Ramos looks up to put this one away for the first out.
Now that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. He's got to be thinking he let one get away there because, that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And standing in, the third baseman, Ty Wigginton. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
And I think that's just something you have to understand with an umpire like this. If it's at the knees, it's a strike. I mean, he'll be consistent with that call all night, so you just need to adjust up there.
And he goes the other way with the fastball as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And McLeod will make the play, and there are two gone now.
Yeah, once the sun goes down here, this place plays like a much different ballpark. Case in point right there. That ball had no carry whatsoever.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and that'll bring in Jared Saltalamacchia. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. And the pitch. And that misses 2-2.
Yeah, well, that's, I guess, what you'd call a rule book strike. Technically, that's in the strike zone, but it's a call that most pitchers don't get nowadays.
Bottom of the second here with no score. And this is on the ground toward the hole. Up with the ball is Zimmerman. Throw on to LaRoche takes care of him, and with that, the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We played two full, and we are tied 0-0. Nate McLeod will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball one. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
So 1 away and a chance now for the second baseman, Anthony Rendon. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. This for the second baseman, Solano. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Pitcher,
Tanner Roark will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone, but you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. You know, take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
The 1-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Rafael Furcal will stand in now, hoping to turn things around here. You can see just 1 hit in his past 4 ball games.
Rafael Furcal.
First pitch coming. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. And this is lined into right field, and he's aboard here with the leadoff single. So with the leadoff man aboard to begin the inning, let's call on our daily feature, This Date in Baseball History. Jose Fernandez will stand in what would appear to be a sacrifice situation here. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
And you know, I've always thought if you're pretty sure a guy might be trying to bunt, then put that first pitch out of the strike zone. Make him show you his intentions. Maybe you get him to offer it something that he shouldn't.
Look out, 2-0 now.
Yeah, you got to be careful there after that leadoff single. You don't want to hit a guy here and really let him get something started.
And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Well, you have to imagine that this one figures to be tight throughout the entire game. So that's a good job of getting the bunt down right there and getting that go-ahead run up to second base with just 1 out.
Christian Yelich will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
Spin and a throw back to second. And this goes right behind him at second and into center field.
Well, the difficult part about this throw for a pitcher is that when he steps off and then spins his body like that, for a brief second there, he loses sight of the second base bag. And then when you pick it back up, you've got guys moving this way and that. sometimes it's tough to lock back on.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
The 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3 and 2, but you had your base open here, so now you can really focus on getting yourself a ground ball.
Donovan Solano is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
Oof. That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
And he misses again, 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
And this is going to be a foul ball. The 2-1. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now. Well, as if things weren't bad enough, he's in danger now of loading the bases for that man.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever a sound strategy in anybody's book.
Now a ball hit hard towards center. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
So often we talk about the benefit of working the count in your favor. Here, he gets it to 3 and 1, and he gets his fastball. Bang! Drives it for an RBI single.
2 on here with 1 man out. And set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
And you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And this is hit well towards the hole. There's Zimmerman. What a flip for 1. Relay to LaRoche is in time, and thanks to the double play ball, the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. We're back to South Florida following this. Denard Span will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the black.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here's the 1-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Now a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
You know, you always worry about the pitcher in a situation like this because he's the closest one to the action. So, of course, he has the least amount of time to dodge anything that comes his way. But he concentrates well enough to get the baseball and throw the guy out at first.
Jamie Carroll will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Now here's the first pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
And if you're wondering, that's 52 pitches now through 3 1/3.
1-0 pitch is hit on the ground to third. Right there is Wigginton. Throw on to the first baseman. Jones is in time. 2 away now.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Ryan Zimmerman will stand in here, hoping to pick up his club's first hit in the contest. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
1 strike.
And he goes the other way and hits this one high and deep toward the right field corner. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Well, you know, it took him a while to get that first hit of the ball game, and then it darn near wound up getting him on the scoreboard as well. Instead, he winds up with a double off the wall, and he didn't miss a home run right there by much.
Scott Hairston will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. For Zimmerman, he picks up his 6th double so far on the year. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, it's pretty obvious to me right here. First base is open following that double. I don't think they have any intention of giving him anything in the strike zone.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. If it's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
And this is ball 4 as it's off the catcher's glove.
Oh, man. Little old insult to injury right there. Not only was that ball 4, but also the runner's got to alertly move 90 feet up to third base here as they'll score that a pass ball.
Wilson Ramos will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
No runs, just 1 hit, 1 error thus far for the Nationals. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Now a ball lined to the right side. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Up next for Washington, first baseman, Adam LaRoche.
Adam LaRoche will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Now the first pitch. Low for ball 1. And this is right by Saltalamacchia to the backstop. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and that's always the danger when you're working that off-speed stuff down with 2 men on base. Once the catcher can't get a handle on it, both guys are off and moving. They're going to move up to second and third now on what will be scored a wild pitch.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
This is the kind of inning he's not pitching efficiently. He's just trying to be too darn fine. He's not trusting his stuff.
Ruled a strike on the outside corner, 3-1.
Not turned loose there. I thought that he might be swinging with 2 away, but apparently not.
Second and third, 2 away. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Nate McLeod will get a chance here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame thus far. Bases loaded now with 2 away. Starts him with a breaking ball this time. Misses down and in for a ball. 1-0.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And this is going to be a foul ball. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error thus far for the Nationals. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for the Nationals. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, all tied at 1-1. Garrett Jones will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Baseman, Garrett Jones.
Now he spins on a fastball here and drives one to deep right field. And he started the home 4th in style. It's a home run. A solo home run for Garrett Jones. As the Marlins take the lead, it's now a 2-1 ball game.
Well, you can position those infielders and those outfielders anywhere you want, but unless you've got somebody stationed out there in the cheap seats, it ain't gonna matter much. He crushed that one.
Brian Bogusevic will dig in. He popped out his first time.
Center fielder, Brian Bogusevic.
And he takes ball 1. That last home run, traveling an estimated 412 feet. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Good fastball that time as he's pulled the count back to even now. It's 2-2.
And now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
And look out as that one ran in and got him.
We'll get a look at this dance number again in show motion. And you'll see this catch him right on the cleat, maybe even the big toe. If you're going to get hit, that's not a bad one to take.
Ty Wigginton will try it again. He flew out his first time. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
And a check swing looked like he went around. Yes, indeed, says the first base umpire. Strike 1. Right center field. He goes the other way, and he'll have extra bases to show for it. Around third and being waved on home.
Well, that runner on first was hurting any after that hit by pitch. He didn't show it at all there. He's going to come all the way around to score here on the RBI double. You can bet he's loving that.
Jared Saltalamacchia will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Now for Wigginton, he's at second with his second double of this young season. Close to the bag, it's second there, now the pitch. Oh, and he puts some muscle into this one, high and deep out to center field. And that is over the wall, home run. So a two-run shot to left center as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Rafael Furcal will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
And now it's hard to do, but you've got to try and push the reset button on the mound. You're basically starting the inning from scratch, so you got to make sure that 4 is all they're going to get.
And that's in there as well, 0-2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
And sometimes it doesn't quite matter how hard a thrower a guy is. If he can locate, he's going to be successful. The location here is absolutely spot on, right on the inside corner. That's a tough, tough pitch.
Jose Fernandez will dig in. No official at-bat yet as he delivered a sacrifice bunt in his first appearance. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and you don't have to look much further than that location right there to see why he's been struggling. That pitch is right down the middle to start this at-bat.
4 runs here in this half inning. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
I think generous is the word here. That looked like it was 6 inches off the plate.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Misses, ball 2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is going to be a foul ball. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
That third inning wasn't too kind to him, but he's been able to put it behind him, and he's on his way to a nice 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 4th.
Christian Yelich will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch is a curveball that's inside, 1-0. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Near the stands, and he brings this one back in. He took that right out of the first row. Wow! So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We played 4 full. It's the Marlins 5 and the Nats 1. Anthony Rendon will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Second baseman, Anthony Rendon.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2. And this ball's hit pretty well, high and deep to straightaway left. And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th.
Now after the 4-run inning, we'll get to see if he approaches things any differently now that he's working with the lead. You figure the approach will be similar, but that's a good job anyway of getting the first out here.
Bryce Harper will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Bryce Harper.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at 3rd. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. 2-2. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
When we get a look there at his pitches by inning, he's at 81 now after that last pitch, so he should be good for a little while longer.
Denard Span will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. That's on the outside corner, count 2-2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. They're down here 5-1. Ross Detweiler is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here. Donovan Solano will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Second baseman, Donovan Solano.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2. Way outside, 1-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike 1 or strike 2, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike 3, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
1 away now for the Marlins in their half of the 5th, and set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Well, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
And this is music to a manager's ears here. After he watched his club give up 4 runs in an inning ago, this guy's come in and gotten 2 quick outs to start the next inning.
Garrett Jones will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're up 5-1. Jamie Carroll will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined, so apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Up and away to start the inning, it's 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
And that pitch count is 88 now, but to me, he looks good to go.
Now a ball lined hard toward right center, but this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
Ryan Zimmerman will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. And this is low, ball 1.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. You know, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Now
a swing and a ball foul tipped right off our home plate umpire. And with no time to react, that is tough duty back there. Let's hope he's okay. Good eye there by young Zimmerman as he moves ahead in the count 2-1. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the 6th.
This is not normally the kind of swing you associate with a good hitter like this. I mean, he's caught reaching for a pitch that he really has no business swinging at, and that becomes a very easy out.
Scott Hairston will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
And this deep into the ball game, you get the feeling that he's not going to keep getting away with pitches like that, especially when they're up in the zone.
That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? Up with it is Furcaw. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're down 5-1. Brian Bogusevic will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th.
center fielder, Brian Bogusevic.
Now here's the first pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. This man out for his second inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Oh, look out now. Guys don't like it when you miss up and in like that. It looked like he was giving him the evil eye down there, and I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, well, he's already been plunked once, and I don't think he's going to stand for too much more of that.
And a fastball swung on and hit to second. A quick out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman,
Ty Wigginton will dig in. He doubled home a run last time around. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. One out, nobody on. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches, he's laid off a few pitches like that one, and now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Here's a guy that kind of got called on early, but since coming on in the 5th, he's retired 5 in a row out of the bullpen.
Jared Saltalamacchia will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. And now this is on the ground for the third baseman, Zimmerman. Throw on to LaRoche is going to be in time, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. It's the Marlins 5 and the Nats 1. Welcome back to South Florida. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Wilson Ramos will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Catcher, Wilson Ramos.
And a high strike there, 0-1. And now the second pitch of the inning will be his 100th of the ball game. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. The pitch. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Grounded foul off to the right. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
And there you get a look at his pitch count. And you can see he's over the 100 pitch mark right now. So some of those mistakes are going to start to get magnified late in this ball game. You can bet they're keeping close tabs on him in that dugout.
Adam LaRoche will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. First pitch on the way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. And a waste pitch there, 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, well, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Now a swing and a ground ball back up the middle. And oh, that looked to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. And pretty fortunate here as they do wind up getting the out at first, although the runner will advance to second. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Nate McLeod will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. And this is going to be a foul ball. In the dirt, but Saltalamacchia is there to smother it. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Runner holding tight at second, now the pitch. Sticking with the soft stuff here as this misses, it's 2-1. And this ball will be chopped foul. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up, and I mean way up there on the left side of the infield. Wigginton is there, 2 down.
And you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. You can see what his breakdown is so far.
Anthony Rendon will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. And this is fouled back and out of play. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
3-2 now.
Such a good at-bat right here. When you can grind out 7, 8 pitches against a guy that's running short on gas, that can be huge.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
That is just a great at-bat right there. Anytime you go from down 0-2 in the count to working out a walk, well, let me tell you, that ain't easy to do. And that's all about having a really good feel for the strike zone.
Ian Desmond will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike 1.
And this is a spot where the Nats have had their share of trouble. They have to have someone come through here.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Short lead from second. Now the pitch. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And that misses, 2-1.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And oh, that caught him flush as it ricochets toward first. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. A good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Jerry Blevins will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Jerry Blevins.
Rafael Furcal will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Shortstop, Rafael Furcal.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Yeah, he must have been looking for that same breaking ball because that pitch, it's right there.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1-2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Reed Johnson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 5, Reed Johnson.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
Hard to believe he let that one go. I mean, that was right on a platter for him.
Bases are empty, one man out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Pitch on the way. On the ground to second. Throw on to first is in time, and Johnson is retired for the second out of the inning.
Left fielder number 21,
Christian Yelich will stand in 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will not. Just slicing foul at the very last moment. So close to extra bases. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Now the pitch. And this is grounded foul down the line, so he'll tee it up again. Hit softly to the right side. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. It'll be Denard Span to lead us off when we return. It's the Marlins 5 and the Nats 1. A.J. Ramos will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
A.J. Ramos.
And And there is Denard Span. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Span.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Late swing and a ball line fouled into the seats past the third base dugout. Too high. 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. 8th inning here from South Florida as you get a look at the line score to this point. The hometown Marlins leading this one as they look to send this crowd home happy. Jamie Carroll will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. A little bit outside. 2-1. And a strike. Threw him a breaking ball that time. 2-2.
Oh, man, he must have been looking for something else. That was a curveball that had "hit me" written all over it, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Fouled straight back. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled back. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
I think he finally said to himself, all right, look, you've had your chances to hit that off-speed stuff, but now you're getting the fastball at 94. And that wound up finally doing the trick.
Ryan Zimmerman will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Right there for strike 1. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. And Stanton will put this one away, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. They're down here 5-1. Donovan Solano will get us started here for Miami, and he'll have backup in the form of Giancarlo Stanton waiting on deck. And the inning will start with a chopper fouled at home plate. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you've got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. On the ground towards second. And taken in out there for the first out.
The right fielder, number 27, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. And he gets ahead 0-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And he lays off for ball 1.
Well, that's not a real favorable call for him right here. It's one thing when you're facing a lightweight hitter up there, but facing a guy like this, the difference between 1-1 and 0-2 is huge.
Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. And this is swung on, and it'll be another chance out there at second. And the throw to LaRoche is in time, 2 gone.
2 more ground outs, and that's the product of throwing that sinker. Just about every time you swing at it, you're either going to hit the top of it or miss it altogether. And if you do hit it, you're going to be killing all the worms out there in front of home plate.
Garrett Jones will dig in. He homered back in the 4th. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he misses 2-1.
Yeah, even with the bases empty here and 2 away, you still need to be careful here. So he's pitched him smart so far.
Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No, strike 2, says the third base umpire. And this is fouled away. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw on to LaRoche takes care of him, and with that, the side is retired. Miami down in order. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Scott Hairston will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run, that's it.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, this is what you call a belt buster right here. I mean, you can see it's just bearing in tight, right around belt high. He just can't get the barrel of the bat through.
Wilson Ramos will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. And this one will be out of play off to the left. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. And this will be fouled away. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. And this is fouled straight back. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
And when you know you've got a guy in protect mode up there and he's fouling off pitches left and right, that's when you know you can just keep taking him further and further away. He winds up getting the punch out here on a pitch that's well out of the zone.
Adam LaRoche is the last chance now with 2 out here in the 9th. And here's the first pitch. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
And this one will be foul back in among the fans. Ready now on 1-1. Too high there and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
2 out, nobody on. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And now this relatively sparse crowd comes to their feet one final time. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he can't track it down. A base hit.
He's probably kicking himself for not finishing the job right there with 2 strikes. But they're able to extend the game by at least 1 more batter. That's all you're hoping for.
Mike Dunn will get the call here as he'll try to work the final third of an inning in the top of inning number 9. Nate McLeod will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Washington, good night.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And this is what you want out of your starter. Gives him 7 strong innings, sets things up perfectly for his bullpen to get the final 6 out. He's going to walk away with a victory. Good job.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Marlins win it 5-1. Good night from Miami.